Hello everybody, my name is Nadia. I'm from the first class of senior high school in Nazahatul Tulab. In here, I want storytelling about golden snail. Long time ago, there were a couple of husband and wife. They are Prince Raden Putra and Dewi Limaran. They live in the palace. Prince Raden Putra's father was the king of the kingdom. One day, when Dewi Limaran walking in the palace garden, she saw a snail among her lovely flowers. She had one of her servants pick it up and throw it in. The snail actually an old witch who had disguised herself as a snail. The witch was very angry, so she cursed Dewi Limaran and turned her into a golden snail and threw it into the river. On the side of a big forest, there lived a poor widow. Her living was only fishing. One day, it's a particularly bad day as she didn't catch any fish. Again and again, she spread her net, but nothing got caught into it. At last, she pulled up the net to go home. There, she saw something shining at the bottom of it. It was a golden snail. She picked up and took it home. At home, she put it in an earthen pot. She then went to bed and soon was fast asleep as she was very tired. The next morning, when she woke up, she found to her amazement that floor had been swept clean. There was some food on the table. She wondered who had done all this. She thought but couldn't think of anybody who could have been so generous to her. Some days passed. She then got an idea. The next morning, she took her basket and went out as usual. But shortly, she returned to her hut and hid herself. Suddenly, she heard a soft movement inside the earthen pot. And she saw a snail creeping out of it. It grew bigger and bigger. And in the moment, a lovely young girl stood where the snail had been. The empty shell fell to the ground behind her. Quickly, the young girl swept the floor. Then she took rice, vegetables, meat, eggs, etc. out of the pot and began cooking. The old woman saw all this. She noticed that girl lived under the spell. She then tried to break it. She took the empty shell and threw it into the river. The girl came to live. Many years passed by. The king persuaded his son to look for another bride, but at first, Prince Raden Putra refused as he couldn't forsake his wife. At the end, Prince Raden Putra asked to his father if he could go out to find a bride himself. They went from town to town and from village until one day they lost their way. They come to a big river, and not far from it they saw a hut. They went to it to ask for some food and drink, as they were hungry, thirsty, and tired. The old woman welcomed them warmly. Raden Putra found the meal that was served by the old woman excellent. She told him that her daughter had prepared it. Raden Putra then asked whether he might meet and thank her daughter. The old woman had no objections. She called her daughter to come out. The younger approached and knelt down in front of Raden Putra with her head bent. When Raden Putra saw her, he caught his breath in great surprise as he found his former wife, Princess Dewi Limaran. Dewi Limaran told him if she left the evil under spell. Finally, Prince Raden Putra and Dewi Limaran lived happily ever after. Okay guys, that's my storytelling. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.